Greeting everyone and welcome to The World 24. I'm Anna Parker. As usual, we are covering the latest developments across the world. Next, we connect the main implications, the market reaction, and the broader picture for viewers in context this evening. We will now explore the significant outcomes of these events and how they impact our understanding of the ongoing situation.
Hui Ka-yan, founder of Evergrande Group, was sentenced to life in prison by the Shenzhen Intermediate People's Court on large-scale financial fraud charges, signaling a sweeping crackdown on misconduct in China's property sector. Evergrande was fined 8.82 billion yuan and Hengda Real Estate Group 7 billion yuan, while more than 50 executives and related entities received prison terms or other sanctions, signaling a sweeping accountability route. This outcome underscores intensified enforcement of property sector misconduct and its wider economic ripple effects, including creditor distress, market volatility, and ongoing deleveraging and governance reforms aimed at reducing systemic risk.
Following the harsh sentencing of Evergrande's founder, the implications for the entire real estate sector are significant and resonate widely. Next, a psychologist's testimony concerning Lindsay Clancy will provide critical insights into her mental health during the tragic incidents.
A psychologist testified Lindsay Clancy's mental state at the time of the killings may absolve her of criminal responsibility, aligning with the defense theory of postpartum psychosis and potential medication interactions. If not guilty by reason of lack of criminal responsibility, custody would be to a state mental health facility rather than prison, a strategic consequence shaping the case's outcome. This testimony frames the trial around mental health over punishment, potentially steering jurors toward NCR and a commitment to treatment instead of imprisonment, reflecting a broader shift in accountability discussions.
As we reflect on Lindsay Clancy's case, we recognize the complexities surrounding mental health and legal accountability in criminal matters. In light of recent discussions, the FDA's initiative on electronic nicotine delivery systems highlights evolving public health perspectives and policy.
Today, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration announced expanded market access and approval of additional electronic nicotine delivery systems, signaling a shift toward adult cessation tools while maintaining safeguards against youth use and enforcement guidance against unauthorized ends and nicotine pouches. This development is expected to push regulators to enforce against unauthorized ends and nicotine pouches, reducing unapproved devices and steering manufacturers toward pre-market authorization and clearer compliance with flavor and device safeguards. This reflects a policy balance between aiding cessation and protecting youths, with health research noting short-term respiratory and cardiovascular symptoms and uncertain long-term cancer risk.
The FDA's move to broaden access to electronic nicotine delivery systems emphasizes public health priorities amid ongoing challenges. As a result, the U.S. has intensified its economic sanctions to further isolate Iran and limit its global influence.
The Trump administration has pivoted from potential military action to economic warfare on Iran, announcing expanded sanctions and pursuing secondary sanctions on third country entities to isolate Tehran financially. FinCEN issued an alert warning about front companies tied to Iran's IRGC, signaling tighter enforcement of financial flows, while Treasury and OFAC intensify actions against shipping networks and Shamkhani's illicit oil shipping empire. This shift tightens Tehran's financial isolation and signals broader Gulf recalibration of security and energy diplomacy as Hormuz disruption persists, with domestic midterm dynamics shaping policy messaging and options.
As the U.S. moves towards economic warfare on Iran, the implications continue to ripple through the international stage. This shift in foreign policy underscores the need for support of those impacted, including the tragic loss of Zomi Frankcom.
Australian aid worker Zomi Frankcom was killed in Gaza in an apparent Israeli airstrike. Australia appointed Special Advisor Mark Binskin to assess Israel's response to the World Central Kitchen strike and push reforms in humanitarian coordination. Diplomatic fallout followed, with the UK and other democracies reiterating calls for accountability and transparency, while Australia pursued potential international mechanisms and legal avenues to address the strike and protect humanitarian personnel. This incident highlights how humanitarian crises trigger formal reviews and accountability drives, reinforcing international scrutiny and reforms in coordination and deconfliction for Gaza-related aid operations.
This concludes our coverage for today. We thank you for being with us and following the latest development of our stories. We invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Fishstock Network, and to follow us on X at Fishstock Media to join our community. From all of us at the World 24, thank you for being with us today, and we'll see you next time.